The purpose of this video is to explain the significance of the blood moon tetrads in the 20th and 21st centuries. You must understand that blood moon theology is only a check. The Bible is our guide to Christian doctrine and theology. Even with Genesis 1:14 saying that there will be signs in the heavens, this isn't core doctrine in our faith. The study of blood moons is not astrology. Now, why even be concerned with blood moons? You can find blood moons in the Bible. That's why. Joel 2:31 and Acts 2:20 both speak of blood moons. When 4 successive blood moons line up with Jewish holidays, for the 20th and 21st centuries, this was an indication of a prophetic event with Israel. For the 1949-1950 blood moon tetrad, Israel became a nation. For the 1967-1968 blood moon tetrad, there were 2 prophetic events. Israel took over Jerusalem.
Without doubt, the most personally moving moment for Israeli troops was the capture of the old city of Jerusalem.
And the Messianic Jewish movement began. The prophetic event for the 2014-2015 blood moon tetrad is taking place after the blood moons. The prophetic event can take place 1 to 2 years before the tetrad, during the tetrad, or 1 to 2 years after the tetrad. Since a 4 blood moon tetrad can represent a space of time up to 6 years, God adds an extra sign in the heavens to indicate exactly where the prophetic event is to take place. And that extra sign is a supermoon, and it takes place right before the actual prophetic event. Now, supermoons take place all the time, so you have to be careful how you look at this. The signs need to line up. The November 14th, 2016 supermoon was the largest supermoon since the January 26, 1948 supermoon. Someone informed me of that, at which point I instantly knew the supermoons were related to the blood moons. So we have the 1949-1950 blood moon tetrad. The supermoon takes place on January 26, 1948, and then months later, Israel becomes a nation on May 14, 1948. Now, how many imminent prophetic events concerning Israel are there? I can't say that, but I do know of one, and that's the unveiling of New Israel, which is taking place right now. I have understood New Israel for 6 years, and it wasn't until recently that God cleared the path to unveil New Israel, which is just months after the November 14, 2016 supermoon. The January 26, 1948 supermoon took place months before Israel became a nation, and the November 14, 2016 supermoon took place months before the unveiling of New Israel. John Hagee wrote a book, 4 Blood Moons, Something is About to Change. If the unveiling of New Israel is the prophetic change that is taking place, then what exactly is the change? The understanding of New Israel brings about major changes in our understanding of prophecy. We can see Israel's direction with 0 mistakes. Rather than guessing as to what's going to happen in Israel, we can know where things are headed in Israel for sure, even in our day. We can see the imminent future or the distant future, even way out into the future. For the time being, the charts in the video, The Unveiling New Israel, will continue. Now, for anyone who doubts the significance of the blood moons in the 20th and 21st centuries, my question is, who lined up the blood moons with the Jewish holidays? And who brought about these prophetic events? It wasn't Mark Biltz, and it wasn't John Hagee. God did this. While the exact dates of the blood moons can be figured out, God has it set up where we cannot know the exact date of the prophetic event or exactly what the prophetic event will be. Again, remember, these signs in the heavens are checks. Blood moon theology is only that, blood moon theology. It is not core Christian doctrine. Okay, so there you have it, the explanation of the blood moons for the 20th and 21st centuries. Here's some follow-up on the blood moons. The main changes that are taking place are regarding prophecy. This will be the first time in history that the common man will be able to see this far into the future through the lens of prophecy in the Bible with this much detail, starting right away. You can see where things are headed in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2030, and on. The numbers from the charts in Ezekiel 36 begin to get foggy somewhere in the middle of the 22nd century, but that's at the going rate. And this easily lines up with the 4-chapter series, Ezekiel 36 through 39. All 4 chapters will take place in the latter years, and at the going rate, it's going to be a while before the 4 chapters will be done. And you should know that God is not dependent on blood moons in order to move. But recently, major moves have been lined up with blood moons. From now until the year 3000, there are only 2 blood moon tetrads that line up with Jewish holidays. 2582 to 2583 has one, and another one takes place between the years 2600 and 2601. Blood moon tetrads are generally accompanied by 1 or more total solar eclipses. While the unveiling of New Israel raises questions on the timing of the end, it's crystal clear that New Israel is yet in its early years. Now, without these signs in the heavens, Ezekiel 36 is still en route. It just so happens that New Israel in the latter years lines up with these signs in the heavens, and at least part, if not all, of the 2014-2015 Blood Moon Tetrad was linked up to a message: the unveiling of New Israel in Ezekiel 36. It takes time for the eyes to adjust to new light. It took up to 2 years for the news of Jesus' birth to reach King Herod. The primary sources for the research for the blood moons we found in the credits section. Just to wrap up the New Israel videos, there were 8 videos in total. The primary production took place in Israel in June of 2017. The main video in the New Israel ministry is the unveiling of New Israel. All right, all for now. Okay. Are you still running? Okay. Okay. Who?
You count to 3 by heart.
Okay. Okay. After action, who says action?
I say action.
You say action.
My action, instead of action, I will say smile.
Okay. Okay. So
The Bible is with us every day. We don't go without the Bible anywhere.
Okay.
Ezekiel 36 is now. Okay. Okay. Ezekiel 36 is now. Then go up. Okay. Okay. Hold on. You coming in? Ezekiel 36 is now.